Welterweight Championship of the world. Sponsored by William Hill, Scott's Menswear, StubHub, Kell Brook, and WeBuyAnyHouse.com. We are live on Sky Sports, and we continue to bring you the very best ringside seat in the business. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome the millions of viewers joining us around the world to the great Steel City of Sheffield. All the officials have been appointed by the International Boxing Federation and Association for the British Boxing Board of Control. Supervisor Alistair Hayes and Robert Smith, and from the IBM from Phoenix, Arizona, USA, Aaron Kaiser. Timekeeper at the bell is Jamie Kirkpatrick, and scoring the contest on the 10-point must system, our 3 judges. From the United Kingdom, Michael Alexander. From the USA, Adelaide Bird. And from Canada, Benoit Roussel. Ladies and gentlemen, when the bell rings and the action begins, the man in the middle, the man in charge, from Twickenham, England, is Mr. Marcus McDonald. And now, ladies and gentlemen, away we go. Introducing to you the challenger fighting out of the red corner. When the blue trunks trimmed with red and white, weighed in at 10 stone, 6 pounds, 2 ounces. 27 fight record, 25 wins, 17 inside the scheduled distance, and just 2 defeats. He comes to the ring as a former WBA International NABA welterweight champion from Saint-Emile, Quebec, Canada. Please welcome Kevin Bizier. And ladies and gentlemen, the champion. He's fighting under the blue corner, one of the world champion with gold and silver. He weighed in the 10 stone, 6 pounds, 5 ounces. He is undefeated. 35 contests, 35 wins, 24 inside the scheduled distance. Ladies and gentlemen, during his professional career, he is the outright winner and holder of the Lord Lonsdale's Challenge belt. Making his 3rd defense, he is the reigning and defending IBF welterweight champion of the world. The special one, Kell Brook. So that's it, the waiting's over. Here we go, 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF welterweight championship of the world.
Right boys, I spoke to you about interest, you know what I expect. Out of professors at all times, obey my instructions, watch your heads, keep it clean. Any questions? Let's go to work.
So much frustration then has been building up for Kell Brook since that last outing against Frankie Gavin back in May. The rib injury that put paid to the Diego Chavez fight. And now he gets to get rid of it against Kevin Bizier, the massive underdog from Canada, looking to become only the 3rd Canadian-born welterweight world champion ever. The odds stacked against him. And the body language from the challenger, not great either. A laid-back character naturally, but that is not the pace of a man who's expecting to come in and do a job, is it? Let's see if Brook can do a job here on the man who is his mandatory challenger, and a man who's never been flawed, incidentally. A man who's boxed in a couple of World Amateur Championships, holds a win over Bradley Skeet in the amateurs as well, but making a huge step up here in his bid to become a world welterweight champion.
I just think his style is just too straightforward to really make an impact on Kell Brook. There's nothing clever about what he does. He's tough, he's got good determination, he's brave enough. He's done well so far in his career, but there's nothing special about him. You know, there's nothing, doesn't do anything unexpected. So hopefully he can put up a show and go home at least with his pride intact.
A big side right hand has rocked it already, and he followed it up straight away. Brook lands another one as well. Early warning signs there for Kevin Bizier about Kell Brook's power, which you heard Johnny Nelson talking about. He is a hurtfully powerful puncher at this weight.
Especially when it's a stationary head that's coming straight towards them and just adding more power to the punches. When his timing is spot on. I mean, already I'm asking questions about the IBF's mandatory contenders. The last one was woeful, and without being insulting, Bizier doesn't look any better. We've got a special fighter here. We want to see him in against special opponents. Doing what he likes in the first round here.
You can't miss him with those rights round the back of the guard. Can't miss him with his jabs either. Plodding forward still, Bizier.
Yeah, brave as we thought it would be. Trying to come forward, trying to get his punches off. But Brook looking so sharp, looking in a different league this early.
Well, he got his shot, Jim, just going back to that, and, you know, boxing politics, we started talking about that, we'll be here all night, but late last year he beat an unbeaten fighter in Frederick Lawson, went to Chicago and beat the Ghanaian, who is Chicago-based, broke his jaw as well, and that was a big surprise, because Bizier had been brought over as the opponent, the guy that was supposed to lose that one. Lawson was the man that was going to be pushed. That got him his #1 spot with the IBF. He is not ranked anywhere in the top 15 by the other world sanctioning bodies, which I think perhaps says it all. But there is toughness and determination about him, but Brook is just using him for target practice here.
Brook is brilliant at the moment, just doing as he pleases. The timing spot on, the jab, the right hand, left hook, everything that he tries is working. But what I'm thinking, Nick, if this was a voluntary defence, would be slating it. I mean, Brook has to fight him, it's a mandatory, but he looks a different league.
It's squeaky bum time for Brightside. He's one win away from his 5-team accumulator. But what he didn't bet on was the long arm of the linesman. But that's not going to ruin his night. He's Mr. Brightside. Bright in nature, bright in IQ. He knows at Ladbrokes 5 out of 5 you win and 4 out of 5 you don't lose. Place your 5-team ACCA at Ladbrokes this weekend. If one team lets you down, get your money back as a free bet.
Off, then he's open a little bit, yeah? Alright, nice and relaxed, come on. Like I say, it's going to be tough 3 or 4 rounds. Yeah, he can take this game, but you've got to be nice and relaxed.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Well, Bizier has to keep his hands like that, keep the chin down and the hands up, and see if he can walk forward, get close enough to make some sort of impact. He's not going to do it cleverly.
Interesting observation there from Dominic Ingle in Kell Brook's corner. He thinks it's going to be a tough 3 or 4 rounds because Bizier will soak up punishment. They obviously respect his durability. So
well, he's looking, sorry Nick, he's looking a bit livelier in the second round here. Maybe he's had a little rocket back in the corner. Nah, terrific stuff from Brook.
Yeah, Brook put him straight back in his place. That uppercut was wicked from Brook. And then out of range again. Yeah, a lot of blood coming from the nose here. Oh, Kevin Bizier. Out of range again. Well, he's pushing forward, but he's just paying the price, isn't he? Landed a decent right hand over the top there.
Yeah, well, he's certainly looking brighter, more ambitious in the second round, taking his bumps and coming through them. I mean, when you're expecting a tough night, you can cope with it. But making mistakes now.
Well, his leads are just so crude, aren't they? He's wide open to counters, looking to land the uppercut there. There's a bit more variety in his work here from Bizier with that uppercut.
I just think he should tighten his defence as he's done now. get the chin down, come forward, and hope they can draw some of the steam out of Kell Brook. Has Kell Brook taken this lightly? Is he in the shape he should be in?
Terrific shot again on the counter. And Brook is on straight away. The legs have gone up for the first time in his career. Bizier goes down. And look at his corner. This is a man who is just completely, as you say, Jim, outclassed. He lunged in, he got countered. And Brook can move in for the finish here because Bizier is coming apart. The legs have gone again. I don't think he recovered from the first one. He's looked at his corner, said something. Doesn't know where he is. All over the place. Stopped. Just absolutely battered. Kell Brook, 10 months of inactivity, and it's over in around 4.5 minutes.
Well, he calls himself the special one, and you can't argue with him. I mean, that was another special performance. Didn't put a foot wrong. Everything he did was precision. It was terrific. He didn't make the match. The match was thrust on him. Nobody gave Bizier a chance. He was #1 contender, as Jojo Dan was. But hopefully, Brook's next fight will be either Amir Khan, which I hardly see happening, or someone with a name, Robert Guerrera, you know, Andrew Berto, someone who, if he does a job on them, he will raise eyebrows across the pond. The people that he's beating since he became champion, no one is taking any notice of that. He needs a name on his record, and he needs to do a job on that name. He's capable of doing it.
And that is the point, isn't it, Jim? This is an elite fighter we're looking at here, one of the highest class operators. We need to see just how good he is against some of the biggest and best names in the division and even the division above.
Yeah, it was quality again tonight. Concentration, spot on. It took about one clean punch that I can remember. And his own punching was solid, perfectly timed, and you can see he's just knocked the fight out of a good, solid fighter, but not #1 material.
Well, he knew, didn't he? I mean, you could see when he just sat on the floor here, and again, you know, nobody should criticise Kevin Bizier, who's done the best he can, but he just was completely out of his depth here. Absolutely ridiculous that he would have been a #1 contender for any of the sanctioning bodies.
I mean, a man who's not rated in any other body and he's #1 in the IBF, you have to ask questions. Not his fault.
Yeah,
and you can't take it away from Kell Brook. Mandatories are thrust upon you, and he's honoured 2 of those already. But really, so that we can fully praise this guy and find out just what he's capable of, we need him in with the big names. And I don't know that the big names are avoiding him, Nick. I just think that he maybe doesn't have the profile required. But a big name, do a job on a big name next time out, and that profile will be where you want it to be. And then you can start looking at Pacquiao if he's still boxing, and people, you know, Thurman, whoever, the big fights that we want to see him in, and he wants to be in.
Maybe the step up to super welter as well. That might be something that's being considered. It's certainly been talked about. But as you say, Jim, he needs a massive name. He needs a legitimate champion or a former champion. Because, as you say, his biggest night came last August, or August 2014 now. That's how long ago it was that he beat Sean Porter, as Bizier just completely falls apart all over. He's just dealt with 2 mandatories with ridiculous ease, and then Frankie Gavin sandwiched between them. He needs bigger challenges. And he deserves bigger challenges, because this really is a very special talent indeed.
Yeah, a special talent coming to his peak, so we want the peak fights for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, timekeeper Jamie Kirkpatrick records a time of 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the 2nd round. Your winner by technical countout, and still the IBF welterweight